2 tyres on my bench last week. Same size, same load rating. One cost 210, the other was about 85. Both were engineered in the exact same facility by the exact same engineers and tested on the exact same track. Just a different sticker printed on the sidewall. And the driver buying the expensive tyre had no idea they were getting fleeced, because nobody at the service desk has any financial reason to tell them. Here is what is actually going on. Nearly every premium tyre maker in the world owns a second brand, sometimes 3 or 4. They buy up smaller regional firms, or they invent a new brand name from scratch, and they use it to quietly sell into the budget end of the market without cheapening their posh, expensive badge. It is the exact same rubber technology, usually just one generation behind, made in the same plants, by the exact same people, to the exact same safety standards. Today, we are looking at 5 of those brands. Every single one of them is on sale right now, at a price that will make you look twice. And at the end, I will give you 4 specific checks to make sure nobody can ever upsell you on a tyre again. I have spent most of my life under cars, and I have fitted more tyres than I can count. I do not sell cars, and no tyre company pays me a single dime. I am just here to stop you from overpaying. If you want to save money on your next car repair, take a quick second to hit the subscribe button. It is completely free, and this video alone could save you a few $100 before the year is out. Before we hit the list, we need to talk about the upsell. Your tyres are looking a little borderline today. You have heard it. It is the single most common thing added to a service bill at a dealership or local shop, and half the time, the car is nowhere near the legal wear limit. There was a recent undercover test done by industry watchdogs. One car, one known minor fault, taken around to 10 different auto shops. All 10 found the actual fault, but 4 of them also recommended expensive tyre and suspension work the car absolutely did not need, adding massive, unnecessary costs to the ticket. That is not just a few bad apples. The service advisor is on commission. It is built into the entire business model. Number 5. Laufenn. Sounds made up, right? Sounds like a generic knockoff you would find buried on the last page of a web search. It sits at the absolute bottom of the price list, while the guy at the desk points you toward a premium name. But Laufenn is Hankook. Not just similar to Hankook. It is owned by, developed by, and built in the exact same plants as Hankook, the 7th biggest tyre maker on earth, and a company that supplies factory tyres directly to BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. They launched Laufenn in 2014 specifically to sell to budget buyers. The development happens at Hankook's technical centre in Germany. Is it identical to the premium version? No, it is usually the previous generation's tread pattern. But a previous generation Hankook is light years better than a dangerous, no-name tyre at the exact same price point. Number 4. Barum. This is a Czech firm that has been around since 1924. Barum has been owned by Continental for decades, Continental being the German mega-giant that makes some of the most expensive, high-performance tyres money can buy. Barum is where Continental technology goes when it is finished being expensive. The compounds and tread designs get developed for the premium Continental lines, the massive R&D costs get paid off, and then a few years later, that world-class engineering rolls downhill into Barum at a fraction of the price. That is a proven tyre. Somebody else already paid the premium to find the faults and fix them. Number 3. Avon. This one has serious history. Avon has been making tyres since the 1880s. While their historic Melksham factory in the UK finally closed its doors at the end of 2023, the brand is stronger than ever. Avon was bought by Cooper Tyres, and then the tyre giant Goodyear bought Cooper for $2.5 billion. Instead of killing the Avon name, Goodyear kept it running as a value powerhouse, pouring significant investments into their European manufacturing centres for 2025 and 2026. What you get today is a tyre backed by Goodyear's massive global scale and safety testing, but priced 15 to 25% under the equivalent Goodyear tyre. Number 2. Kleber. It is a French firm started in 1911. Michelin took control of it back in the 1980s, and it has been a secret Michelin weapon ever since. Here is the part that should be on a billboard. Michelin's Cross Climate is widely considered one of the greatest all-season tyres of the last 20 years. It has incredible wet grip, handles the cold, and you do not need to swap it out when the winter weather hits. But it costs a fortune. The Kleber Quadraxer is its sister tyre. Same family, same engineering philosophy, same parent company doing the heavy lifting and development. An all-season tyre from Michelin's own stable at a mid-range price is one of the absolute best value decisions you can make. Number 1. Uniroyal. There is a massive corporate secret about this one that confuses buyers all over the world, so let us clear it up right now. If you are buying tyres in North America, the Uniroyal brand is owned by Michelin. But if you are in Europe or the UK, Uniroyal belongs to Continental, two completely separate rival megacorporations running the exact same brand name in different parts of the world. But whether you are getting the American Michelin version or the European Continental version, Uniroyal's entire identity is wet weather performance. The gap between a highly engineered wet tyre and a cheap knockoff is not measured in feet, it is measured in car lengths. Do these 4 things and nobody can ever rip you off on a tyre again. Check 1. Check the wet grip rating. If you're in the US, the government requires tyres to be stamped with a UTQG rating. Look for the word traction on the sidewall, followed by letters. AA is the absolute best. If a shop tries to sell you a tyre with a B or a C for traction, walk out. If you're in the UK or Europe, UTQG does not apply. Look at the mandatory EU tyre label sticker on the tread. Look at the wet grip letter. A is the best. If they try to sell you a C or worse for wet grip, refuse it. Check 2. Match the load and speed rating. Check the sticker hidden inside your driver's side door jamb. It is the number and letter immediately following the tyre size, like 91V. A cheap tyre that falls below your car's required load rating is not a bargain. It is a literal blowout waiting to happen and a massive liability if you get into a crash. Check 3. Find out who owns the brand. Take 30 seconds on your phone while you stand at the service counter. If the brand traces back to Continental, Michelin, Goodyear, Hankook or Bridgestone, you are buying parent company engineering with the fancy badge peeled off. If your search comes back with 0 parent company, 0 history, and just a random factory overseas, do not let them bolt it onto your car. Check 4. Check the expiration date. Yes, tyres expire. Find the 4 digits at the end of the DOT number stamped on the sidewall. The first 2 numbers are the week, the second 2 are the year. Right now it is 2026. If a shop tries to sell you a brand new tyre that ends in 22 or 23, that means it has been sitting in a warehouse, baking in the heat for 3 or 4 years. The oils in the rubber are already drying out. Refuse it or demand a massive discount. Never pay full price for old stock. One final rule. Never buy used or part-worn tyres. You have absolutely no idea if that tyre was driven flat, if the internal steel belts are completely compromised, or how it was treated. Save your money somewhere else, not on the 4 small patches of rubber keeping your car on the pavement. Buy with your head, not the badge. Let me know down in the comments what tyres are on your car right now, and if this video helped you out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next one.